What's going on, everybody? Philly Carnage here, back year 3 of the Los Angeles Chargers rebuild. Um, yeah, I mean, as you guys remember, those of you that watched year 2, all right, yeah, so I forgot to put it in spreadsheet here, but finished 10-6. We did win our division, won the wild card game, and then got absolutely destroyed. Um, in the divisional round against the Patriots. So we're hoping year 3 we can turn things around. So as we kick off, we got pick 25. Um, we did have it auto scout majority of everything. So it's gonna be one of those things like, hey, where do we go? Running back could be possibility to keep adding. Austin Eckler has been phenomenal, but it's one of those things that do we want to actually look for a two-headed monster? Uh, right tackle, good look there. On the defensive side, got some more options. Definitely defense tackle. I think that is where we're going to be looking. But then again, I remember George Ayers here, left outside linebacker from Vanderbilt. Combine looks absolutely phenomenal. Early first round talent. So we're gonna go ahead and select him. Hayden
The
did
Bills are now on the
75
clock.
overall. Number 5 in true talent, and we got him there at 25. Stats look pretty good. Zone coverage is absolute trash, especially for a linebacker sitting there at 51. But overall, I am happy with that selection. Pick 2, we select defensive tackle Greg Powell out of Florida. 6'5", 305. 23 is number 14 in true talent. 73 overall. Not a bad pick. Uh, that 89 strength, that'll be able to go up pretty quickly. Definitely got to work on getting that block shedding up along with those power moves. But other than that, for a second round defense tackle, especially knowing that we need help, I'm
The
good with it.
Chargers are now
There
on the
was
clock.
a corner here that I was looking at. See if he's still there. Nick Woodson projected a late fourth, but he has a late second round. So we'll take
The
him.
Bills
Another
are now
hidden
on the
dev,
clock.
number 55. He is a 69 overall. So there's some development, but that 92 speed will be huge to help benefit this team. All right. So getting a look at the draft recap. Saw the first three. Looked like a pretty solid middle linebacker that we took, but only 67. Completely whiffed the next two picks. But then we found a undrafted Jonathan Valentine, hidden dev rookie. So 3 hidden devs in one draft. I'm good with it. Great. So taking a look, at the team, see what we got going on. Herbert's still sitting on that star dev. Eckler there at the start as well. Everything pretty much the same. Keenan Allen still that superstar X Factor worth 87 overall team. Defensively, same thing. Biggest difference was we were going to move Tremaine Edmonds uh, up there to right outside linebacker. We also got Ayers. That's a hidden dev. So what if we make him middle linebacker? He can pair up with Kenneth Murray. Uh, just because bringing in Tremaine Edmonds, I want to mess with that a little bit, see how well at the outside linebacker position. So bringing in Ayers there, Tillery's still doing his thing. Powell, he could eventually jump up and surpass Justin Jones, who's only 75. He's 26. So, yeah, we're just going to make that move now. Move Greg Powell up there. We do have Jair Alexander that we brought in. And I want to move Woodson up there, get him in there as the slot, and just kind of see. We also have Ballantini there. Ballantine. Keeps want to say Ballantini. But team's looking fairly solid. 87 overall, 88 defense, 88 offense, 80. Now, whenever it came to the cut players, I noticed we have one hell of a fast receiver. Um, Anthony Swartz, 98 speed. Only a 66 though. But I'm really curious to get him up there in that lineup a little bit more, especially go 5 wide. He can sit there and burn some guys. I mean, Keelan Dawes will go. We'll throw him up on the trade block. Same thing with probably Johnny Dixon. We just let our young guys get in there, do some work. So while we're at it, we might as well just go ahead and throw those guys on the trade box that we just talked about. That way, who was it? Joe Reed been progressing nicely. Johnny Dixon, 27, only a 70 overall. I'll throw him on the trade block. Who else? Doss. Throw Doss up there as well. That way, maybe get some bids on it, get some picks out of it. I don't know. But we'll get into the regular season where we get to take on the Patriots week 1. All right, so we come out the gate absolutely good on 30-9. No idea what happened, but absolutely horrible performance by the entire team. Can't even just one side of the ball, because offense could only get 9 points. Defense gave up 30. So we got the Broncos here. Hopefully get a win in the win column, and we lose again. So what's the deal here? I have no idea. That one, offense was at least able to put up 27. But defense has given up 63 points in 2 games. As I said last video, we're not going to do any upgrades until we finally win, and we come out big, 45-14 against the Tennessee Titans, getting our first win on the season. Extra 1,500 XP for our offensive linemen, well, our defensive linemen, since they were able to pretty much shut down, for the most part, not sure about the yard, but Derrick Henry. We did have a weekly player of the week, Davis. Okay, 7 tackles, 2 interceptions. Ryan Tannehill just not throw the ball if that is still the quarterback. Finally go through, hit some upgrades, which we got a good bit of them. Obviously Joey Bosa. Oh, I'll hit this behind the scenes. So we still haven't had any bids for the two receivers that we threw up on the board. The 1-2 Chargers finally get to take on a 3-0 team, giving them their first loss on the season. 28-6. Maybe those first two losses of the year, finally, put a foot in our asses to actually get us going. And I mean, so far it's worked. Uh, the offense coordinator wants to talk about Myles Garrett and Nick Chubb. How can we go ahead and shut them down? Easy. You don't worry about them. You come into the game focused on winning. We do have a breakout scenario for Justin Herbert. So hopefully we're definitely going to come into this one. We're going to get in. We're going to play the Browns. Need 325 passing or rushing, 4 touchdowns, no picks, and we need to win the game. We do that, we'll be looking good because that'll put him up to superstar. And then there's only one way to go from there, and that's to eventually get his X factor. Again, more behind the scenes stuff here, so we'll get that done, and we'll get right into that game against the Cleveland Browns. All right, so our first play of the game, most likely it's going to be a lot of cheese because we want to get Justin Herbert to get that superstar depth trait. So, we first play of the game, 20 yards. It's just going to be one of those games. Yeah, Austin Eckler's probably not going to be happy with us, especially not really running the ball much. All right, Mayfield just got injured. Our left tackle. That's fantastic.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's second and 4.
I mean, hopefully we're going to be able to spread out the ball.
From the shotgun, here's Herbert.
Hey, so Myles Garrett just comes right around that right end. Forces that pressure. Elbow sprain. He'll be back. I'm good with just letting him sit, rest it, come back in and give it all that he got.
Again, Herbert. That's complete to Austin Eckler, the running back. And he's going to have Herbert back to the air. He'll get this to Eckler. And look at this. Big game by Powell. And he's here.
All right, so Herbert completes the pass to Austin Eckler. He fumbles. So I'm curious, does that give us a touchdown pass? No. It doesn't. Dang it. I'm kind of curious to see who that actually goes on. I mean, it was a touchdown. What is a defense touch? How does that work? I don't know.
Run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
Brings up second and 8.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown.
Complete to number 80.
No, all right. So the Browns score.
His first touchdown.
They tied the ball game up.
And the Browns are within an extra
Killed a
point of
good
tying
bit of
this
that
thing
second
up.
quarter. I really should have just, went with what I was saying earlier and allowed them to score, give us more time. I mean, who knows? If it comes down to it towards the end of the game, maybe that's what I'll have to do. I don't know. But getting Justin Herbert, his superstar ability it's paramount.
Pass complete
5
to
yards
Austin
on the
Eckler.
pickup, and it'll be a second and long.
5-yard gain. Brings up
He's going
second
to fire
down.
one deep over the middle. It's caught at the 10.
There we go. Use that 98 speed to our advantage. Getting Herbert his first touchdown and Swartz his first career
And the
touchdown.
Chargers have taken the lead. To the air again, Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. And, oh, he took that in one-handed.
Mike Williams absolutely just mossed him. Able to get it
First down there on a pickup at the
and
25.
get out of bounds. Save us our last final timeout.
Yeah, these
21
one-handed
seconds
catches, that was
left.
great. And the
Might have
fun
Mike Williams
can
here,
become a little
depending
more
on that
raw right there.
linebacker.
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit
And we
away from the
do.
guys.
Touchdown.
Finds
Mike
his
Williams.
receiver Williams
Linebacker
for
stayed
a
in.
Charger
Safety
touchdown.
came down just a little too much. But
Gets the first
able to
down
get
to
Justin
gain
Herbert
again.
his
And
second
the
touchdown.
Chargers find
Should be
ways to
3.
stretch their lead.
But
And that's certainly an
we're
important
well
score
on our
right
way
there
to
because they
getting
gave
that
themselves a
Demptree.
two-score cushion heading towards halftime.
His
Now you got to force the other team out.
Forced out to his left. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his
Well,
guys will get the football back.
there goes
There was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but
because
ultimately
instead of just
derailed by
throwing
the
it to
INT.
right where
That was
Hunter
the
Henry
position
was,
you wanted to be in.
Hunter
Coming
Henry
out to
moved
start
at
this
the
third
last
quarter, get a
second.
nice drive going. Looking for
Casey
the end
Hayward
zone.
Jr.
Possibly got a little bit too greedy
punishes
right there.
us.
Here's the Browns now. They get set for their first possession of the third quarter. Last time out.
28-yard line.
The attention
Really
shifts back to
irritated
Justin
about that
Herbert and the
interception.
Chargers offense. And he comes
It
out
really
on
kind
the
of
heels
blows
of an
this game.
interception he threw
The
last
game
time they
doesn't
had the
matter
ball.
anymore.
Yeah, and you know
I
the
mean, it
quarterbacks
does,
that
but
I
it
know
doesn't.
that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me.
Because
Let's
the
get what I got
whole
there and move on.
intention of playing this game was to get Herbert his
First
uh
and 10
Big
at the
thanks to the
38-yard
yeah,
defense.
line.
So here's a
get
first
him up
and
there to
10 at the
superstar.
38.
But we can't do that now because we threw an interception.
They're going to stop him right
So
at
no
the
matter
line of
what,
scrimmage.
even
Just
if we
no
get
lane to be found
you know
whatsoever.
the
Second and
325
10.
and
No gain on
the
the play. Second
4
and 10
touchdowns,
at the
On second down,
38-yard
here's
line.
Herbert.
it doesn't matter.
Quick throw here.
Which I mean, we're on pace to get both of them
Another first down as he's going to
and
be
get those
tackled at
quick.
the Browns'
But
45-yard line. And now it looks
that
like
interception is now
45-yard
it
line.
really
on
messed
first down,
with the
it's
game.
Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep.
As we just
outside.
lob it up there, throw another one. So yeah, this game's done.
Back across his body. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. Number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have
Chargers able to get the pressure and bring it down. The former third-round pick, Justin Jones, bringing the lumber that time. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
so it just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. Great job defensively.
For what it is.
Right now, really.
Throw another touchdown. 2. Guyton put Herbert up to 3.
Will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
Keenan Allen, he's just out there, making, proving that he's a man. Just goes up for it, gets the touchdown.
And Mantrell talking about singing something
His third on
one-handed catches the
The Major League Baseball parks, right?
in the sim.
14-11 game.
The
That's
defense
deal.
just,
That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
fell flat. Gave up 14
So for the
points in
Chargers,
3
they move back over
minutes,
500 at 3-2 now on the year.
which
So that's a
gave us
wrap
the
for
ending score
Charles Davis. I'm
35-24.
Brandon Gaudin, and this has
You know,
been a presentation
Definitely
of the
wasn't
NFL
that
on EA
while I
Sports.
played. So here it is. They want to talk about the breakout quarterback, even if he isn't a superstar yet. Our QB situation is still pretty solid. So let's keep developing Justin Herbert. All right, I'm good with it. We'll go through. We'll just grab this little bit of XP. 1,000 for the offensive line and 1,000 for the entire defensive line. So our both sides of the ball, the line, able to progress. Keenan Allen is frustrated. He's frustrated. curious on how, because when we look at it, just last week alone for Keenan Allen himself, he had 2 for 39 and a touchdown. Yes, I guess he doesn't have the catches, but the man still scored, and he wants to complain about it. So we'll hit these upgrades, do all that good stuff, and before we look at those contracts, we're gonna at least get to that week 10 bye. So this week we take on the 3-1 Raiders. Now, hopefully pull it out. We lose 35-24. We at least called Keenan Allen's number, supposedly. So he's at least happy there. They want to talk about Russell Wilson next week. Be nice if there was a way just to kind of turn those off. But I mean, the extra experience point is nice. What we'll do, we'll get right in here. 3-3 against 2-4 should be a win. And again, we get absolutely destroyed, 37-15. And we have one new injury, Jerry Tillery, who had a career game last season against the Chiefs, pulling in 3 sacks, which then he only finished the year with a total of 5. So, kind of is what it is. So we're currently sitting 3-4, third place in the division. A win here against the Chiefs would be absolutely huge. And we suffer a close one. We did have a player of the week, Herbert, 3 touchdowns in a loss. We have another breakout player. Jerry Tillery's cleared to come back in, but we're going to allow Greg Powell to, front that. We'll get Tillery back. Uh, huh? All right, so Austin Eckler got magically hurt somehow, someone. I don't know. He's back. Um, we got a breakout player. I'm not sure who it's for. It's one of the guys that we've drafted. Oh, Greg Powell. Nice. Has an opportunity to go up to Star Dev, I believe. So yeah, 3-5, 3-4. We lose once again. Didn't get the dev trait. But I don't know what is going on with Madden here. When finished 10-6 last year, and now we're just on a losing streak. When we got some big games coming up, the Raiders, Broncos, 2 big divisional matchups. Looks like we're gonna play the Chiefs late in the year. Uh Yet we're still not gonna go and spend that XP. We have not won. We're on a losing streak. But what we will do, we'll take a look at contracts. Uh Balaga, if he'll take it and he wants more money, this year Adderley, try to lock him up. Got him. Tillery played very solid for us. He wants more money. I'm taking a look, see what we got. So, I mean, really, if we can get Shaquem stay, which he's happy, he's glad to have that second chance with a new team, a new conference. But yeah, get Tillery. If we can get Balaga, great. If not, we'll have to look towards the draft or free agency. All right, so here we are. 7-2 Raiders. Well done. Well done. And we just keep losing. Absolutely trash. What are we? 3-4 game losing streak? I mean, hell, we're bottom dwellers in the division now. And we lose again. Not even going to go ahead, take the time to look at the playoff picture because I know we're absolutely nowhere near it. All right, 3-9 on the year. Can we somehow get a win? Finally, week 14, we finally get a win back in that week. So we can finally come here and get a lot of guys to upgrade. A lot. But we'll go ahead, we'll just let them automatically do it. 37 players that we were able to upgrade there just because we finally won. All right, so we're just gonna get through the rest of this season. It's and we beat the Chiefs. Okay, Madden, we got a chance to finish 7-9. Would be nice, but looking at it, we're still bottom dweller. 7-9 will not even come close to getting. Well, we can't even get third. Even if we win out, we can't get third place in the division because everybody else is already was at 9 wins prior to the sim. But we get another one, beating Arizona 20-17. Can we beat the Texans? And we do. We beat the Texans, finish 7-9. So I mean, taking a look at the playoff bracket to kind of see who's in, who's out. Bengals got the first seed by Joe Burrow. Chiefs get to take on the Browns, who we smashed. Um, Raiders, Patriots, Steelers, Texans, and then over here NFC, you got the Saints at the 1 seed. Vikings taking on the Lions, Cowboys versus the Falcons, Panthers versus the 49ers. But looking at it, man, how do we drop so many games in a row? Regular season. All right, we're 3-2 at week 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bye week. 5, 6, 7. 7 straight losses. And then finish out the year with 4 wins. That's not gonna cut it. So we'll advance up to the Pro Bowl, kind of see what we got going on. And while we're at it, we might as well see what's going on here in the playoffs. So Browns beat the Chiefs, and then they went on and beat the Bengals. The Patriots beat the Raiders, and the Steelers beat the Texans. So at least we know nobody in our division has a shot at the Lombardi. So we got a divisional matchup here between the Bengals and the Steelers for the Super Bowl. The Lions beat the Vikings, Falcons over the Cowboys, which is always great to see, and San Fran. Then the Saints beat the Lions, Falcons beat the Niners, Falcons Saints, another divisional matchup for the Lombardi Trophy. Oh, we're here. We got the Browns and the Falcons facing off in Super Bowl 57. We'll take a look at the Pro Bowl. Guyton, wide receiver 2. Okay, I'm good with it. Oh, Joey Bosa there. left end too. So we got two guys there. Yeah, really disappointed in Jair Alexander. Didn't make it. So let's just kind of see who wins. We get some yearly awards to look at, which, as you guys just saw that quick glimpse, Mahomes is your MVP. But we'll look at the season stats. We were the 10th offense and the 23rd defense. Herbert played fantastic. 4,600 yards, 33 touchdowns, 11 interceptions. Rushing, Eckler, he's not that back that's going to get you 1,000 yards just running the ball. Receiving wise, Guyton and Keenan Allen up over 1,000 yards. Eckler put up 340, so Eckler overall went over 1,000. But it's nice to see Guyton there. All but 12 and 11. Keenan Allen almost at 11 and 6. Uh, Mike Williams has somewhat been a disappointment, but those 9 touchdowns are able to back it up. Defensively, Kenneth Murray, absolutely tackle machine. 140 tackles for Murray with 11 TFLs, 2.5 sacks, 2 interceptions. Terrell Edmonds coming in there as the right outside linebacker, put up 116, 10 TFLs, 2.5 sacks. Derwin James even up over that 100 mark with 105. Taking a look just at sacks in general, Joey Bosa 12.5, which that's expected. Tillery 5.5, Nwosu at 4. Justin Jones still was in there doing his thing. Interception wise, Nasir Adderley led the team with 4. Definitely not where I want to see, Jair. Supposed to be Jair Island, but it's not. So we'll take a look here at the yearly awards. See if we had anybody get anything there. Mahomes, like I said, Herbert actually made the MVP talks at coming in there at number 7. We didn't even get Coach of the Year. All right. So Mahomes, Cam, and Herbert, Offensive Player of the Year. Defensive Player, Kenneth Murray, coming in there at 5. Offensive Rookie, we didn't really have one that I can really think of. Defense, Powell coming in there at 4, and Woodson at 6. So pretty solid for being a backup for Woodson to be able to come in there and get the 6th spot for Defense Rookie of the Year. Best quarterback went to Mahomes. Running back Josh Jacobs. Receiver N'Keal Harry. Guyton there at 3. Keenan Allen at 5. Best O-line. D-line. Joey Bosa was there at 4. Linebackers. Kenneth Murray there at 7. So 140 tackles doesn't even get you in the top 5. DBs, Nasir Adderley coming there at 9. Did we actually get kicker this year? Badgley finally made it, got in there at number. We'll
This is the
sit here, we'll
last
get
opportunity to
to
re-sign your players, or they'll become free agents.
right here before Braden should kind of check out any retirements. Have any on the team? Balaga would be the only one, and he is. So we don't have to worry about re-signing him. That kind of saves us some money. What was it? We wanted to get Jason Tillery more. Contract length was good. Wants a little bit more money. See if that'll do it. And screw you. So Yeah, that was it. So let's remember that. 17.2. See if we can go and actually bring him back in free agency. Who knows? But we do have what's his face? I don't remember his name. But Greg Powell. We have Greg Powell there. 76, not terrible. Is still sitting on that normal dev trait. So, kind of hopefully next season he'll be able to jump up to a star. Checking out free agency, we got very little money. So it might just be that kind of sit back and look. Maybe there might be somebody out there that we can throw a low bid on. Would love to bring in another running back just because I don't really think Eckler is guy. Receiver wise, we could always go out and get the best receiver in the league from last season. Tight end, so good, rocking with Henry. Um, right tackle, Jawan Taylor's out there, cheap. But I mean, we kind of have to think about it. There's a star dev. What we got there at left? Andre Dillard wouldn't be terrible to bring him over from Philly, but let's see. Dillard's 27, 26, 25. Yeah, we'll give Prince Tiga Ronaldo a shot. At least sign him a 2-year deal. Throw a bit out there, 93 points. Well, if we can bring him in, fantastic. It's one less thing we have to look at for the draft. And what we'll do, we'll move him over to right. What do we have there? Jason Tillery wanted 17. Still looking the same. Can we make that offer? That would put us at 96 points and on top to bring him back. But I mean, there's cheaper options out there and younger. But I mean, I'm good with rocking with what we got there. So, we have that one bid
All
in.
combine stats, such as the
We got
40-yard
Prince.
dash, are now available in
So
scouting.
we'll hit up these scouting and we'll get up to the draft where we'll leave off with this episode. So we had a 5th-year option here. Justin Herbert. Of course. I mean, I don't know why it's already coming up for a 5th year for him. But hey, it is Kenneth Murray, same thing. Did we lose a year? I mean, I don't know what happened there, but we'll pick up those options. Yeah. We'll just jump right up here to the draft. Let the scouting handle itself. I don't know where these injuries come from. Just randomly. Randomly, injuries happen. Don't know what. It's kind of no. I'm curious. Stats. Let's look at Jair. How many games did he play? I actually went right to defense. Jair. He played all 16, but he had a magical injury. All right, cool. So we'll get up here to the draft. We'll sim to our pick, which we got pick 8. All right.
The Chargers
So
are
here
now
we
on the
are.
clock.
We're at pick 8. Kind of get a look at what we got going on here for any what we're kind of looking at. I don't think I did not set a draft board. So we'll look scouted. Didn't look quarterback. We do have some options here running back. Uh, Offensive line, we looked at a few. Isaiah Grubbs, definitely. Most likely could be a hidden dev. Did not attend the combine. Obviously, the centers there. Good value pick there, Joe Haas. I mean, kind of looking your right ends. Defensive tackles, great value pick there with Max McLeod. Yeah, I pretty much spent a lot of stuff there on uh the offensive line, just because I know that's where we need a lot of help. But yeah, so that's gonna do it for me here. Um, if you guys are new, hit that subscribe button, hit those likes, drop those comments. Everything is greatly appreciated. I personally will respond to any comment posted. Um, do your thing. I'm not gonna beg. Gonna let you enjoy the content. Hit that subscribe. But till next time, everyone. Philly's out.